Whoa. Did you guys just see that? That was pretty freaking awesome. Alright, so asymmetries. That's what we're going to talk about today, asymmetry. And it's a word commonly used in bodybuilding. Not just asymmetry, but symmetry. You know, wow, that dude's got great symmetry. But I kind of know what this person was asking, but I also thought it'd be a good time to bring up some other points. So I think symmetry, for those people who are not, I guess, very well versed, and like in my case, almost married to the sport, it's kind of a ambiguous term. So people, when they think of a symmetry, they think, you know, your left to right, and you know, does your right bicep match your left bicep? When that's not necessarily what symmetry is in bodybuilding. I even heard the one where, do your calves match your delts? When you know, if that were the case, I'd have some really crappy symmetry. But no, symmetry is more so just in bodybuilding terms. When you're on stage, it's more about the person's structure. You know, do they have good flow to their physique? You know, is it? I like the word mellifluous. It's like a nice, beautiful tune that just really glues well together. You know, flowy physique. That is symmetry. And you know, symmetry is also something. It's also physique where, you know, usually you'll see traits like, you know, smaller joints, small waistlines, big round muscle bellies. You know, those are that's symmetry. And basically, symmetry, stay right here. Symmetry is basically what you will see in a lot of these extreme. Get one of my trophies. Trophies. You know, just really tiny little joints, big bubbly muscle bellies. It's not so much having to do with left or right, but we're going to touch on that topic just a bit. So the thing with, you know, not having perfect left to right symmetry, it's very normal. And if you have some kind of software at home that can do this, try it with your face. Take a straight on shot of your face, and then just copy your left side of your face and, you know, put it together with your left side and have two left sides, and you're going to see that, holy crap, your face is not even symmetrical. And this is despite the fact that I don't think most of us weight train our faces. So, you know, without having done anything to play around with it or grow really bad facial hair like me, it's different. So it's really normal that, you know, your right bicep might look totally different from your left bicep. And I know in my case, and these are usually things that only you can notice, and in my case, I have a bunch of body parts like that. My left pec is bigger than my right. My right bicep's way bigger than my left, but my left tricep's bigger than my right. Left quad's bigger than my right quad. Right hammy's bigger than my left, but my left glute's bigger than my right. And really, only I can see these things. And I think when it comes to bodybuilding, at least when it comes to me, besides you know, some pretty decent conditioning, symmetry again is one of my strong points. So if you do have some really bad issues, you know, in terms of your left to right situation, you know, there's a lot of reasons why that can be. Really quick remedy is not necessarily to do more for one side than the other, because again, that's not always, more volume and adding more stuff is not always a solution. But definitely, you know, taking up, you know, lateral movements when you can. You know, instead of a barbell, you know, dumbbell curls, things like that. And then sometimes, this is a big one that's often overlooked, it can be mobility issues. I know one of the reasons, in my case, that my shoulders are a little bit different has to do with mobility issues. And mobility issues mostly in my right shoulder that affect my left shoulder, because it has to pick up the slack. And again, I'm not perfectly put together either. You guys probably have never seen this, but my left to right clavicle, they're a little different. And they've always been that way. I go back to pictures where when I ran track and field and I was really bony and skinny, and my right clavicle always stuck out just a little bit more than my left, and that's why I'm a crappy bench presser. And when I see my my dumbbell presses, which I'm really good with actually, you can see that, you know, each dumbbell kind of takes its own little path. So asymmetries, they are normal. There are things we can do to adjust them, you know, the whole unilateral work, but typically you're probably the only one that notices them. And if we are really talking symmetry issues, from a real bodybuilding perspective, that has a lot more to do with just, you know, whether or not these body parts all kind of fit together, or do they just look like a collection of randomly thrown body parts. So that is basically symmetry for bodybuilding, and if there's anything that I can recommend to those of you who lack symmetry because maybe your legs don't look up to par with your upper body, it gets back into the whole making those weaker body parts a priority in your training. But that is Asymmetries and Symmetries in a nutshell. Hopefully this video is helpful to you guys, and hopefully you guys dug the new intro, and hopefully I'm actually able to get it on here. If not, if it didn't make it into the beginning of this video, just know we have a really new kick-ass intro coming up. Alright? Okay guys, that is it. Thank you.